guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno coming back again, guys, with another great video, great content, great video, bringing it to you guys, only but the best. So guys, this is a tech video. We are going to be going over and talking about the new upcoming Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. And guys, what got me was the color. The color is what sold me because it's my favorite color. I'm actually wearing it right now. It was red. It is red, but it comes in two different colors. We're going to get all into that, talking about this. Motorola, I gotta say, is growing on me. Despite that, they don't put their phones with IP68, and most of their phones don't have wireless charging. Wireless charging I could do without, but IP68 is a must that I would like to have on my device. Of course, you know, if Motorola was, you know, they didn't want to make the IP68, they can do like Samsung does and get a lot of you know, other companies to make cases for their phone that is IP68 rated, and that would probably solve the whole, you know, ordeal of, you know, saving them money, buying cases, you know, stuff like that. I don't know why they don't do it. They put this little splash proof on it, but the splash proof is not gonna, you know, help the phone if it falls into water or something, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's me rambling on about how, like, I wish they would have an IP68. Anyway, so I was going across Google Feed like I do always, and Google Feed is something like really helpful that I really like, because it shows you all new stuff, things that are upcoming, you know, a lot of stuff that you might be into. So I came across the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. I never like, you know, owned a Fusion before, but this phone sold me. Like, it's sold, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, we take a look at the phone. It comes in red. Looks like it's some type of red wine color, and it comes in blue. I don't know the names, but at the end we definitely will know the names of these colors, so you can get it in red or blue. If I was getting this phone, definitely off the top would be red. This is a smoking nice red color. Okay, so they're going on talking about Motorola brings color of the year to life, and talking about the impossible thin perfection balance. And the phone is supposed to be edge to edge, and one thing I loved about Motorola's phone before is the edge. I think they make a beautiful edge display. It looks amazing, and when I'm looking at right now, this phone looks nice. I'm loving the thin bezels. I'm loving the edge. I'm loving the base around it. It seemed like it's like metal. It looks like it's metal. Not seeing, but it looks like it's metal. I'm loving everything about it. It is looking so beautiful. They are using the Snapdragon 888 plus 5G Snapdragon. So that is, you know, one thing I got to say is that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, you know, weird, because they were just using the 8 Gen. Now they went back to using the Snapdragon, which Snapdragon is really good. But I wouldn't know why they wouldn't just put the 8 Gen on here. I mean, it seemed like it would be kind of, you know, it would go for it. But, you know, and they even have the 8 Gen 2 out, so I thought they would have put that on there. It is saying that it is going to come with 12 gigabytes of RAM of memory and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, does it support SD card? We will find out. Okay, so getting a look. I don't know if you guys looked at it, but the camera module looks beautiful. I love when phones could put a different type of look of camera modules on there and make it look nice. I love how the camera is split into two different reds. It looks like it's like a burgundy red and like a wine red, and I like how they have the cameras displayed. And then looking closer at like the back of the phone, it looks like it has this type of like soft type of, like, I don't know what you can say, like I want to say leather, but if you guys ever saw Employee of the Month, they called it pleather. So it looks, I'm sure this ain't real leather, so we're just gonna say it's pleather. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is. But anyway, it still looks nice. And don't get me wrong, it looks like it looks it looks and feels really nice. Now, they're going on to showing you pictures of the phone. It has the punch hole, and the color on it looks amazing. But I would like to see this thing in hand. But you know, Motorola, I got to say, when they bring phones out, in the past they weren't so good, but now they seem to be doing like really good. Now this thing has a 68-watt charging. I'm not sure if it has wireless charging on it, so we're gonna get more into that. I'm trying to load. It's sorry guys, trying to load up more of this specs on here and talk more about it. Okay, guys, so I had to flip over to the GS Arena to find out, you know, the more of the specs on here because the Motorola site was kind of messing up. But anyway, guys, I didn't fail you. I got all the information I needed. So getting more into the specs. Okay, first, this phone will support a 6.5-inch 1080p by 24 pixels. It will have a 50 megapixel camera shooting at 4,320 ppi. It will have 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM depending on the storage space you get. It will, of course, have that Snapdragon 888 plus 5G. It will have a 4,400 milliamp battery. And let's see what else they're going to have. Okay, so like I said, it will not have the IP68, but it will have the splash and dust resistant. It will have the Gorilla Glass 5. It will have the glass on the back, which is Gorilla Glass 5 as well. It will have a POLED 1B color at 144 refresh rate. Sorry guys, which is really good. Really good. Have not saw a phone yet that has that type of refresh rate except Motorola phones. It will have the HDR10 Plus on there, shooting at 1100 nits. Let me see. It will have Android 12 on there. So one thing I want to say is that I think this phone should have Android 13. Of course, I know it will be upgradable to Android 13, but it should have Android 13 on it. That's what I think it should have. So, you know, so it gives it more of an expansion life as years go on. And let me see what else I can say about this phone. It will not have SD card support. So the memory and the storage that you get, that's all you get. So you can get 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage. You can get 8 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage. And you can up it by getting 12 gigabytes of RAM and get between 256 and 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, breaking down the camera, other than the 50 megapixel camera, you will have a 13 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 depth, shooting at 8K, 4K, 1080p, and 720. The front facing camera, which a lot of people take nowadays, you will have a 32 megapixel camera on there shooting at 4K. Why would they not put 8K on there? It's beyond me, but I think, but 4K is, you know, hey, at least you get that. It says you will have stereo speakers on there. And let me see, under display fingerprint sensor, but it does not say nothing about wireless charging, which, you know, hey, I guess this phone better not be out the ass, you know, for the price that they're asking for, because I don't know how much you're asking for it, but if you're gonna cut out the wireless charging, of course they give you 68 watt and it charges your phone in 10 minutes. It's charging 50% in 10 minutes. But what I'm looking at is they're saying that this phone is going to be about $758. That is a little bit too much. I want to say that's a little bit too much. Now, one thing I am curious about is they did say you will have Gorilla Glass on the back of it, but when you look on the back of the phone, it looks very like, you know, it has this type of, I don't know what you want to say, like that, like pleather on it. So I'm trying to look closely at it, but I don't know, maybe it is going to be glass. I don't know, maybe it's a different type of glass on there. I don't know. So but anyway, the phone does look very, very amazing, very nice. I really love it. Love the two-tone One thing I want to say is that, yeah, oh yeah, the colors that it's going to come in. It's going to come in Neptune blue, cosmic gray, and aura white. Now it doesn't say nothing about the red. I'm pretty sure it would be called red wine. Red wine made me feel so fine. So it will come in that, and it will come in that, but it must be an exclusive to like to maybe Motorola if you order by. I'm not sure. But looking around the phone, just looking at this phone does look really nice. It looks really thin, but really nice, really well built from what I'm looking at. And just can't wait to see more about this phone. So anyway, guys, that's all I have to say about this phone. Sorry for taking too long, whatever, guys. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I get more good content and send it your way. I'm out.